I know I don't wipe my ass and it stinks when I walk past you in public, but there is no reason for you guys to be making this face when I walk by. I see you doing that, and it makes me feel like shit. So not only am I smelling like shit, I'm now feeling like shit because you don't know how to control your face. And everybody's always talking about how disgusting it is that I don't wipe. But you know what? If the Lord wanted me to wipe my ass, he would have built in toilet paper into my body. And he didn't. The smell of doo-doo is actually supposed to be a pheromone to attract mates. But we've gotten so used, as a society, we have decided to give into capitalism. We buy this toilet paper, we wipe away our pheromones, and that's why a lot of you have a hard time reproducing, because that actually is supposed to help with your fertility. Do you know all the toxic chemicals that are inside of toilet paper? And then think, that toilet paper dissolves in the sewer system. So when you wipe, it's dissolving slowly in your butt crack, and it's getting into your bloodstream.
We need to say the truth. White people have never been clean. Not now, not ever. The entire history of Europe is a story of people refusing to wash their asses while looking down on everyone else. Let's start with the ancestors you worship so much. Medieval and early modern Europeans. People so filthy they were literally scared of water. They believed that bathing opened the pores and let in disease, so instead of washing, they simply wiped themselves down with dry rags and perfume. Imagine thinking water is bad for you while living in streets filled with feces and piss. Doctors warned against bathing, saying that it was too stimulating and would weaken the body. Instead, they told people to rub themselves with dry powders or just change their linens and call it a day. King Louis XIV of France, the Sun King, bathed twice in his entire life. Let that sink in. The most powerful man in Europe smelled like a rotting corpse dipped in cologne. Queen Isabella of Spain also bragged about only bathing twice in her entire life. These people ruled empires while literally festering in their own filth. You want to call other people savages? Let's talk about their hygiene habits, or lack thereof. They didn't wash their clothes. They just aired them out like letting filth touch fresh air was some kind of magical cleaning method. They slept in lice-infested beds and wore the same sweat-soaked, piss-stained clothing for weeks or months at a time. Queen Elizabeth I bragged about only changing her undergarments once a month. Her whole palace must have smelled like a backed-up sewer. Their mouths? A disaster. Europeans didn't brush their teeth. At all. By the time they were 30, their mouths were full of blackened, rotting stumps. King James I of England's breath was so bad, people would write him letters telling him how unbearable it was to be near him. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, indigenous Americans, Africans, and Asians were bathing daily, cleaning their teeth with herbs, and wearing fresh clothes. But Europeans pulled up smelling like roadkill and still had the audacity to call everyone else dirty. Let's talk about the cities you love to glorify: Paris, London, and Rome. These places were open cesspools. People threw their shit and piss into the streets because they didn't have proper sewage systems. London's Thames River was literally so full of human waste that it became toxic. In 1858, the Parliament had to shut down because of the stench, called the Great Stink, was so unbearable. Paris? Just as bad. The streets were covered with garbage, excrement, and dead animals. It was so bad that the air itself was dangerous to breathe. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, the Aztecs had running water, street cleaners, and aqueducts bringing fresh water into the city. So tell me again, who are the real savages? But let's not pretend this filth is just in the past. White people are still dirty today. You have to be convinced to wash your legs in the shower. Doctors are telling you to wash your damn feet because so many of you think that you can just let the water trickle down and that's enough. The 2020s exposed how many white celebrities don't bathe daily. Ashton Kutcher, Christian Bell, Jake Gyllenhaal, all proudly claiming they don't shower unless they see dirt. White parents are still proudly saying that they only bathe their kids when they start to smell. Imagine raising the next generation of walking biohazards. You normalized wearing outside clothes to bed, spreading whatever germs you caught from the outside world directly onto your sheets. You go to bed without washing your hands, your face, or brushing your teeth, and wonder why your skin looks like a medieval battlefield. Meanwhile, black, Latino, Asian, and indigenous cultures have always prioritized hygiene. Africans were using shea butters, scented oils, and natural soaps before Europeans even knew what soap was. Indigenous Americans bathed in rivers daily using herbal cleansers. South Asian and Middle Eastern cultures developed some of the earliest bathhouses, perfumes, and skincare regimens. Latinos are known for showering twice a day and keeping their homes spotless. And yet, white people still have the nerve to act like they invented civilization. The reality? You have never been clean. Your ancestors weren't clean. Your great-grandparents weren't clean. Your hygiene habits, questionable at best. Cope.
Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Brakak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles and elders. Great millstone, Ruel, peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word and the forward into the earth. Shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariyah coming at you with another lesson here. It's Ecclesiastes 10, 6, and 7. And it says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. And I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Okay, and we are those princes walking as servants upon the earth. And the servants are the Edomites, man, that are on horses, and them horses represent power. Okay, and they're the ones who have been put in power by the Lord, man. Okay, and you seen the video of the woman talking about she don't wipe her ass, she just leave the doo-doo between the cheeks, and then she feels some type of way because people give her the face like, yo, she stink, and then she says it makes her feel like shit. And people should be ashamed of themselves for making her feel that way just because she don't wipe her ass. And that's just more evidence that Edomites are definitely on the earth, okay? Because that's Edomite activity all day, okay? Go back to medieval times, you know, just like the dude was talking about in the video, man. They don't wash their ass, they don't brush their teeth, they don't wash their clothes. Okay, they don't change their sheets, none of that. They don't wash their legs, they don't wash their feet. When they do wash, they don't use a washcloth or anything like that. They'll just use a bar of soap. Okay? And this is how they get down. This is how they live, man. It's how they live. And that shit is nasty as hell, man. Let's get Job and Salakia for putting the video out so late. I did a video, same video on this like 10 o'clock, but it just wouldn't upload, so I gotta do it over so I can get get this video out. So Salakia for the time of of which I'm putting it out. Let's get Job 30, verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Okay, and this is talking about not wanting to leave these Edomites around your dogs, man. Okay, we're seeing a lot of stories coming out where these Edomites are having sex with their dogs, man. Putting peanut butter on themselves, let them lick it off, and all types of freaky shit with dogs, man. Edomites, this is Edomite activity all day. This is the type of shit that they're into, and they think that is normal. Okay, and their pride has them feeling like they're above everyone when they're really below everyone, man. Just based solely on the way that they live their lives and the way that they conduct themselves, man. Very base people, as this chapter goes into. Yeah, whereunto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished. For want of famine they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste. Who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. Okay? Why were they driven forth from among men? Because they don't know how to conduct themselves. Okay? This is why they were, pretty much chased into them caves, man. because they couldn't live amongst us in society. Okay, they're very vile, man. It's just chapter goes into very, very vile. And once they were in them caves, okay, they would eat their elders when they passed away, and they would use their skulls for bowls and use their bones for utensils to eat and things of that nature. Okay, they would wear their underwear until it disintegrated off of them. Okay, we were the ones that taught them how to wash their ass, okay, with a cloth and soap, okay, and taught them how to take care of themselves. All right, as the man mentioned in the video, there's a lot of Edomites today that proclaim that they don't wash their ass normally like that, and they're proud of it. Okay, so that's more evidence that the Edomites are still here, man. Okay, because that's how Edomites get down. All right, not Edomites, and all white people are not Edomites, just like all so-called black people are not Israelites. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there too. Okay, it says to dwell in the clefts of the valleys and the caves of the earth, and in the rocks, among the bushes they brayed under the nettles, they were gathered together. Okay, they were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. Okay, very base. Okay, meaning at the bottom, at the base. That's why it's called a basement. Okay, in a house, because it's at the bottom. Okay, so they are base men. Okay, base men and women, as you see, man. Okay, the Edomites, and it shows the Lord's power. How the Lord says He can bring a king up out of the dunghole or dunghill. It's the same. That's what He did with Edomites, man. Brought them out of the dunghill and made them kings. Okay, that's the Lord's power at the end of the day. And these are the very people that are ruling over us, man. Okay, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And these people are most definitely the wicked, man. All right. How she gonna, and the shit she was saying was crazy. Not, the smell of doodle is a pheromone, and it attracts the opposite sex. That sounds just like this here, this this chapter here, just them being fools, them being base and vile, man. Okay, how the hell does the smell of doodoo attract someone, man? That makes no sense. Okay, but they'll try to justify what they do through stupidity like that, man. And she says she don't wipe her ass because the toilet paper is full of toxins. But you'd rather leave shit in between your flat butt cheeks, which has a lot of toxins in it as well. Okay, you'd rather leave that there. You know what I'm saying? And you're not supposed to just be using toilet paper to wipe your ass anyway. You need to use a wipe, a flushable wipe. Okay, get in there real good. And then use some wet toilet paper as well, man. Okay, and then use some dry toilet paper to dry it. You know what I mean? That's the process that you use to clean your ass after you use the bathroom, man. It ain't just using toilet paper, because if you're using dry toilet paper, then all you're gonna have is dried up shit, in between your cheeks, man. Showing, that once again you don't know how to clean yourself, man. All right? They don't know how to clean themselves at all, man. Let's get Hebrews 12, okay? 12 and 16, of course. I'm going to go fast on this one. Hebrews 12 and 16. Okay, and it says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person. Okay? They're very profane. As Esau, this is why the Lord hates Esau, man. Okay? Because of the things that they do and the way that they are, man. The Lord just is not feeling Edomites, man. That's what I'm going to go into in Malachi. The Lord hates Edomites, okay? When it says, as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, okay? And the word profane, okay, going of a person of their behavior, not respectful of practices. It says religious practice, okay? They're profane. They are ungodly or godless or irrelevant, disrespectful, okay, unbelieving, okay, idolatrous. And you already know these Edomites are deep into idolatry, you know, especially with the what is that? What kind of awards is that? I forget what award that is, where they give them the small statue or whatever, the Emmys or whatever the fuck, the Oscars. There you go, the Oscars. Okay, they're pretty much definitely in idolatry as well, but profane meaning outside of the temple. Okay, they're outside of the temple, not allowed in the temple. Okay, because they are ungodly, man. At the end of the day, Edomites are ungodly. All right, let's just go to Malachi. Let me see here. I'm gonna go to Malachi real quick. Yeah, we'll go to Malachi. The first chapter. And we'll start at 2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Wherein Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Okay? These Edomites are the border of wickedness. And the people against whom the Lord have indignation, righteous anger, forever. Okay? The Lord hates Edomites, man. Edomites are disgusting. Okay? I didn't know that they had a time during the period where they were quote-unquote kings and queens over there in Europe. And there's a time called the Great Stink. I'm going to look that up and gain some wisdom on that, some knowledge on it. And he said the air was so toxic that you couldn't even be there because of all the shit and piss that they were throwing in the streets, because these people were not washing themselves. And that's probably where the damn plague came from. It came from their asses, man. You know, anything this man touches, it dies. These people are so wicked. Okay, the scriptures speak about destroying those that destroy the earth, man. In Revelation, the 11th chapter, they kill the air, they kill the food, the water. Nothing is good here because everything that they touch turns to shit, man. Let's get Isaiah 3:12. I mean, everything they touch turns to shit. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors. Okay, and those children is speaking about who? The Edomites, man. They're likened unto children because this world is nothing but a big ass romper room for them to just go out and fuck shit up, man. Everything they touch turns to shit. Everything they touch dies. They are so wicked that they will destroy everyone in the world just to rule over the ashes, man. These people are through. And these are the ones that are ruling over us, man. Okay? But soon they're going to be taking out of their stead of rulership, and they're going to be under us, man. And in 1,000 years, and as Obadiah states, the prophecy that we waiting for, the great cookout, they'll be thrown into a pit and be burned, and they will be no more, man. They will be no more. There will be no more Edomites on the earth, man. Okay? This is, that's disgusting, and I hope that I never run into this woman or either be in close proximity of her funky ass. Okay? I hope not, man. Or anyone that has the same mindset as her. And I pray you brothers and sisters never have to, deal with that shit either. That's disgusting, man. Someone walking around not wiping their ass, just leaving it there. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. But I just wanted to put that up there, just showing you, man, these Edomites they still inhabit the earth, man. They still here. That's just more proof. That's just more proof, man. Okay? So, like I said, Salakia for the late lesson. Almost 1 o'clock, man. And I got to get up for work, but had to do this lesson over because it wasn't uploading. But anyway, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to say shalom to the next one.